Do you want me to?
Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a routine called Magician versus Gambler. Now this is an old routine that almost any magician knows. It's really easy, and this is a story, and this is how it goes. At a localized bar, a magician and a gambler was having a really heated argument. They're arguing about how each one of them has better slates and how they have quicker hands. Right? So when they couldn't decide who actually wins, they decided to have a bet. They each of them bet $100 that themselves has quicker hands. So magician said, "I bet you $100 that I can cut to 4 of a kind easily." And then the gambler said, "Okay, I want to see you try." So magician got his deck. He gave a few cuts, right? Like that, and he cut to a card. In this case, it was the King of Spades. Now, this means that the magician has to cut to 3 other kings. Now, he placed a King of Spades on the table, and he gave the deck a really quick cut. Now, remember how he had to cut to 3 other kings? The next card he cut to was another king, a King of Diamonds. Now, the gambler, he might lose the money, right? So he was watching at his hands really closely. That's when the magician cut to the next card, which is a King of Clubs. Now, this is when the gambler looked really, really mad. He was kind of nervous that he might lose $100. After all, he's a gambler and money is everything to him. But then on the last card, magician kind of messed up. He cut to an ace. Then magician looked up, kind of frustrated that he kind of lost a bet, and the gambler beside him had this huge grin on his face, and then he was about to reach for the money, $200, and try to snatch it up, but then the magician said, "Hey, stop. Remember how you said I just have to cut to 4 of a kind? It doesn't matter what kind it is." And he snapped his fingers like this, and then he showed that he actually cut to 4 different aces, which is, after all, a 4 of a kind. So here's a trick. I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, this is a really easy trick. There are a few things you need to know though. You need to know how to do a false cut. I have a tutorial for this. Another thing you need to know is a double lift. Easy. And a push of pinky break. And a double undercut. That's all you need to know. And if you don't know any of these, you can go back to my magic course and check those videos out. And once you guys understand how to do it, come back to this video and look at the tutorial. This trick is fairly simple, guys, but we do need a setup. It's not a impromptu kind of magic. What you need is a 4 of a kind. It doesn't matter what cards you use. You could use 2 2 2 2s or king 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 kings. It doesn't matter. And you need a 3 of a kind. In my performance, I used 3 kings and 4 aces, but it honestly doesn't matter. So this time I'll use 3 jacks for an example. And this is a setup. You want to interweave between the cards. So you have an ace, jack, jack, ace, jack, and an ace. That's the setup, and what you want to do is you want to put these cards at the very top, like so. So if you spread the cards, check my tutorial if you don't know how to do it. There's an ace, a random card, which is a jack, ace, jack, and an ace. So 7 cards at the top. So like in my performance, you start talking about how they got into a heated argument. You talk about what they are capable of, what they like, and how their bet or how this whole thing started. And then until then, you want to keep the deck on the table or inside your deck and take it out when you're ready to go. And right off the bat, you start off with a false cut 3 packet false cut is what I did in the video, and I did a 3 packet table false cut. I think it's a really easy one. I might make a tutorial for that later, but anyways, I taught 3 packets false cut in my earlier videos. And then what you do is you do a double lift, like so, which is a jack, right? And then I taught that in my video, so check that out again. I did another double lift and turned it over, placed the jack of diamonds on the table, but actually I just placed the ace of diamonds. But the spectator thinks I just placed the jack of diamonds, right? Because I did a double lift. Now what you do is you do a push off pinky break like this, and then you get a break, and then you do a double undercut. And what that actually does is it leaves the jack of diamond at the very bottom of the deck, and you should still have the setup of ace, jack, ace, like so, right? And then you just make up a story again and say he cut to another card, right? The double undercut was a cut, which is now the jack of clubs. He placed a jack of clubs on the table. Again, we know that was a double lift, so he just placed the ace of spades on the table, and he still has a jack of clubs in his hand. You do another push off, pinky break, do a double undercut again with the, you transfer that to a thumb break, do a double undercut like so, meaning you'll have the jack of clubs at the bottom, and at the top you should have the ace, jack, ace setup. Now you do another double lift and show the jack. Now and then you talk about how the gambler is getting very nervous now because the magician already got 3 cards, meaning he only needs to have 1 more card done. Do another pinky break at the top, push off pinky break, transfer that to thumb break, double undercut, pretty simple. And then this time, you don't do a double lift, you just do a single lift. Just turn 1 card over like that and say how the magician messed up, looked really frustrated, nervous that he's going to lose money. And then that's when gambler reaches for the money, and magician said, hey, wait, stop. And snapped his fingers. You said 4 of a kind. After all, 4 aces is a 4 of a kind, and that's the trick. Let's review that really quick. You just need 3 of a kind, 3 jacks at the bottom. Interweave them, so you have ace, jack, ace, jack, ace, jack, ace, like so, right? Place them on the top. At the start, you do a false cut, or you can, if you're more advanced, you can do a civil cut, like this. I'll make a video or tutorial for this later, but it's really advanced. It will be a long tutorial. Anyways, you do a double lift, jack of hearts, place it on the table, do a push off pinky break, transfer that to thumb break, double undercut, and then another double lift, jack of clubs, place it on the table. After all, these are actually aces, by the way. And you do another double undercut, another double lift, place the jack, actually the ace on the table, you still have the jack. Do a double undercut. You can do, if you want, you can actually make it seem like you're doing triple undercut. It's the same thing. And then you cut. For the last card, you only turn over 1 card. Remember that. If you turn 2 cards, if you do a double lift by an accident, then you're kind of screwed. But make sure you only turn 1 card. Be smart. And that's the trick, guys. I hope you liked the video. This is a pretty easy trick. I am showing you this because in my magic course I've recently uploaded 3 videos teaching 3 packet false cut, push off pinky break, double lift, and double undercut. All those videos, if you don't know how to do it, go check them out. I hope you like this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.